Hi guys. Oh my god. You guys have not seen me. I feel like it's been like 8 months, 7 months, I'm not sure. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. I talked to Glammy the other day and I told her a lot of the stuff that was going on in my life and the changes I've made, and that some have been for the worst and some have been for the best. And it is crazy what the Orishas and what our ancestors and what, this thing we call life and our path and what happens afterwards, and, what's happened in our past and just how it all links together. And you just never really know. You always question something in your head. But I have literally been through so much. A lot of you guys, a lot of YouTube fans that I have, I appreciate you very much for following me for so long. Thank you for all the referrals for the readings. I actually do spiritual readings where I read your muertos, your ancestors. I answer questions. I don't use a timer. And I've gotten back some amazing feedback and some really good written and video testimonials, which I'll be putting on my website here pretty soon. I'm having limited access to internet right now because we just moved into a new house in Las Vegas. And I know I move fast. You guys just saw me in Alabama. What happened was my dad had cancer. And my dad was in prison most of my life. And he is active military and stuff. Don't ask me how. I don't care. But he is active military, and things went wacky. But they'd called, said he had cancer, he was dying. I packed up my truck, drove down there, like a speed warrior, and said I'm just gonna go see my dad so that I at least have peace, because the way things happened with my mom when she died last year, I had a nervous breakdown. And I didn't know how to cope with it. I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know where to go, what to do. This is for the first time in my life. I mean, I've been single for a long time. I'm not single anymore. I'm married. But, I mean, it just at that time, I just had no support system. I really didn't. So I thought the best thing to do was run to my dad's family. Wrong thing. I'm not saying that all of them are bad. I'm not. Some of them are very, very, very good-hearted people. Just the atmosphere down there is very different. It's very slow. It's a beautiful place to live, but I always tell people it's great to raise your children there, and it's great to die there. You know what I mean? You get a lot of land for the money. It's a really affordable place to live. The jobs are kind of scarce, unless you're working at like IBM or you're a doctor, or even that's still hard, But I went down there, and I mean, I've literally had it hard. I had it really hard down there. It was very hard to do consultations, to do jobs. That's Bible thumper land, and that was, I didn't get so much of the prejudice from the Bible thumping or from the witchcraft or any of that. It was more from the being mixed. People couldn't tell if I was Hispanic, and then speaking Spanish at a Mexican restaurant, threw my husband's family off, and just crazy stuff. And my husband's white. He's Caucasian. And what happened was, I know the last time you guys all saw me, I was engaged, had been talking for probably like 7 months or something online every day, nonstop, to this Mexican guy that was a babalao in Mexico, and it had planned to just dump everything and go be with this guy and get crowned and live happily ever after. Us Tauruses, we just do it. You know what I mean? And I'm at that age where I'm like, you know what, whatever's gonna make me happy, fuck it, I'm doing it. But it didn't happen. One day I woke up and my spirit said stop. I mean, they literally stopped me dead in my track. So I got on video, we video with each other, and I said, it's over. And he pretty much knew it was coming, he knew. But he was an awesome guy, really nice guy. He did end up ripping off 2 of my clients, and I got to find out that side about him. But something just didn't sit right with me. I don't know what it was, and it took me seeing it, not everybody around me seeing it. I'm one of those people, I gotta see it. You know what I mean? I gotta see it. I don't just trust everybody. I gotta see it. And so that's over. And what happened was, I sat at my dad's, and I'm taking care of him, and he's saying he's dying of cancer and da 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 da. He never went to the hospital half the time, was drinking beer every day, doing drugs, doing this, doing that. Finally, you know, game peeps game, and I figured it out. And he was using me for my money. And it's a very sensitive subject. It's just, it was really all shitty. It really was. It wasn't all shitty. I mean, I had some good moments. I got to meet some good parts of my family and parts of where I came from that, you know, I would have never known. But I will never go back. I won't die there. My children will not die there, and I could care less, you know, like I literally could. I did get to see my sister, and she, you know, as we all know, she's Muslim, and she ended up being there at the same time I was there, which was weird. And I got to see all my nieces and nephews, which I have like freaking 80 of them. But I did meet my husband, and our story is actually amazing. One day I'm gonna have to do a whole story on just my husband and myself, but he's a cornball. He's just like me. Our personalities mix so well, and we're doing really well. We got our house here. We have a car apparently. We're about to get another. I want an F-150. Ooh, a brand new one. Dual exhaust, hardcore. Love big trucks. But yeah, and I'm going to be switching up a little bit. I did talk to Glammy, and we are going to do Witchy Sisterhood, but we're going to switch it up a little bit. And we want it to where it's a sisterhood. It's a union. It's a place where we can all vent and talk and give positive feedback and talk about our children, our family, our wives, our husbands, our, you know, whatever, our life partners, or what happened that day that could have happened different, or, you know, just support, or, you know, we're doing couponing. We'll have a whole couponing section. I've been really getting into couponing. It's awesome. I love it. It's like a high. I get so proud of myself when I get so much stuff. But anyway, and my girlfriend, her name's Perla, and on my Facebook, she's been teaching me a lot on how to do that. And but we're going to be doing a lot of new stuff, and I am officially back to YouTube. I'm going to be sitting down this whole week trying to write out plans on different videos, start throwing up, and I am still taking apprentices. I have a whole handful of I'm like over on apprentices, but I'm thinking about taking 2 or 3 more. And I don't work them in groups anymore. I work with them one-on-one, and it's basically me taking you under my wing, watching everything you do. You can ask as many questions, you can get readings. A lot of the spell work I do with you, but I make you do it so that it's your energy going into it. But if it's something serious or protection or any of that stuff, then that's when I kind of jump in and help out. But it's awesome. And then the advanced candle magic, which is just the big thing that everybody loves. I want to put together a really good Katz advanced candle magic way. You know, the way I've learned and the way I do it, the mistakes I've made, just from the A's to the Z's to the everything. You know, I want you to know everything that I know. And I was thinking about doing that too, and sharing a lot about my life, because unfortunately I've had a crazy life, and there's a really good story behind it. There really is. I've had clients call me, and people call me and they're like, God, I can't believe I'm telling you all this. And it's like, there is nothing you can tell me that I haven't already been through, honey. Nothing. And I mean, I've never told anybody to leave their spouse or leave their husband or do this or do that, but I actually had to tell somebody in that shit, because like what I saw was not good. And but I am still doing readings. My website's www.katz, it's K-A-T-Z, Rodriguez, RODRIGUEZ.com. And then we all are going to have Witchy Sisterhood, you know, back up. And that will be Glammy Witch, and myself. And we will probably have a few other people coming aboard. And just, you know, all about positivity. If you've got banners you want to put up, if it's women, you know, a women-based banner, and, you know, you've got a business that you want to put up, I don't care if it's insurance or whatever it is, we are exchanging banners and exchanging links. And, you know, and you can put a profile up on there, what you do, how you do it. We're going to put a little message board up on there so that you can talk talk to each other and try to make it more safety where people can't just pull it up and see who you are and stuff. So I'm going to be working on that in the next 3 months, having my son help me. And we all know how slow he is. But I'm amazing. I was going to say I'm an amazing person. I am, but I'm amazing. I'm so happy. I'm very, very married. I love my husband with all my heart. He treats me like a queen. And so I guess that love spell worked. And I did warn him. I'm warning all of you guys. Whenever you sleep with a witch, that is a love spell. It's boom. And if you don't know how to undo that and you've got a stalker on your hand, that is why, because you don't know how to undo it. And you need to get somebody that has experience to undo it. But otherwise, I mean, we've got a lot of things going on. If you've got any suggestions or you'd like to be put part of Witchy Sisterhood, you know, I had a lot of people like Raven said, well, I would really like for you to put Global Witches back together. And I said, no, there was just too much negativity with that and too much responsibility. And I don't want to mix all the religions, you know, Santeria, Ocha, you know, Palo, you know, Christian, neo-paganism, I don't want to mix that. You do witchcraft or you don't. You're pagan or you're not. Or, you know, I want it more about women and goddess worship, and I've always been into goddess worship. We all know that. And I want it to be more about, you know, positivity, the things going on in the world. What can we do to help people? Lately, I have been couponing, and it's not like I need 100 things of washing powder and, you know, 100 things of deodorant and all that, but I'm getting all this stuff and I pay really little taxes on it. And what I'm doing, what I have decided to do, is put together packages and take them down to the halfway house that my brother is staying out. He just got out of prison after 13 years. Oh my God, that was amazing seeing him. That's just another story. But I want to take these care packages down to these people because they literally come out with like $1 to their name. And a lot of them have no family, nobody to help them, nothing. There are so many women and children underneath the bridge here in Las Vegas that have no housing, that are sleeping under plastic tarps, but yet the government's worried about what's going on over in other countries, and that's just another ball game, and it just upsets me. I'm a sensitive, so TV and newspapers and all that, I can't do it. I just can't. I am taking spell work. I am doing spell work. I am going to start working with my madrina and my padrino more. I've got to get over there and go see them. I've got to set up a boveda, and I've got to activate it. And we will be starting to set stuff up to where people can fly in and do arula and do ceremonies, or they can get, you know, work done by myself. You know, and I have a pretty large clientele that I've had for years. And most of my clients end up turning out to be my family and my friends. So, you know, I love you guys. I've gotten so many housewarming gifts from you guys. Thank you so much. Some of the stuff you guys are sending me are awesome. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. And, you know, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm okay. I'm happy. I did gain 30 pounds. You know that marriage, 30 pounds because you're a happy kind of pounds. I did gain 30 pounds. But I am happy. I'm in love. And, I mean, I couldn't have it any other way. I really couldn't. I do want a new puppy. Capone is doing amazing. When I got to the door and he was just like, wah! He threw a fit and he will not leave my side. He's so in love with me. I love that dog. But I do want a new little dog, you know. And I'm going to go over to Well of the Moon. This is another person that I want to go over and go see because I love them, Tammy and her husband. So I do want to go over there, do a little video, show you guys who she is, and maybe, you know, give her a shout out. But I am back. I'm back. Any one of you have any kind of suggestions or a video request or any of that doesn't require readings or me reading a picture and telling you what I see, because I have to charge. I charge for my work. You can go to katzrodriguez.com if you want to get work done from myself, because I do not leave debts with my muertos, period, or yours. And that is all I have to say, and I love you guys, and I'm back. Yay, I'm back.